Hi, everybody. Welcome. We are talking today about the Keep It Simple specialist. Now, if you're here, it's probably because you've taken our freezer cooking quiz and you either gotten the title of Keep It Simple specialist or you've gotten the one and done expert. Or you're just starting new, you're brand new to freezer cooking, brand new to once a month meals, welcome. And you've worked your way up. So hopefully by this point you have at least chosen 3 recipes, made them and frozen them. So you are now ready to move on to one of our get started mini menus. And so I'm going to walk you through what that looks like today. So I'm going to begin sharing my screen with you. All right, now here I'm at the one and done expert. This is the page that we get. So if you took the freezer cooking quiz and they give you the pages to go to that, depending on where you kind of land on our success path. And this is for the one and done expert. And this is where you can find these mini menus that we suggest. And the reason that we suggest these is because these are all very easy menus. They're all dump and go. So they're going to be very quick to assemble on your cooking day, your assembly day. And you'll have a quick win with getting 5 recipes double to yield 10 meals into your freezer. So just for the sake of time, I'm going to choose this traditional mini menu here. Click on that one. You could see that there are lots of different dietary choices for you to choose from. Traditional, gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo. There's also different kinds of cooking methods. For example, if you choose the Instant Pot or you would prefer the slow cooker, we also have mini menus for those. But here's the traditional dump and go mini menu, volume 1. You can see that there's 5 dinners. Again, these will double to yield 10 meals for your freezer. And you can come down here. Now, for the sake of getting started here at once a month meals, we really would love you to try one of these without any changes to them. So just using the menu that we've already curated for you without any changes. So hopefully you can look through one of those, find one that you like. Now, I will tell you, because this is a traditional menu, we keep very closely to the US guidelines for portion sizes. So you would find 3 to 4 ounces of meat per portion on these per serving. So if you have, for example, a husband who would like 2 servings, or you have a hungry teenager in your house. Now for me, my 7-year-old little boy could definitely eat 2 servings, but you might want to go up in servings. So for example, I have 6 in my family, but because this is a traditional menu, and I know that it's going to stick very closely to that 3 or 4 ounces, I'm going to choose 8. Now, if we have leftovers, that's great because my husband and I work from home. We really enjoy leftovers the next day for lunch. So that would be a treat for us to get to have that. But we also will have enough in case somebody wants extras for the night. So I would just choose 8 servings. You can choose US or metric measurements. And then I will just come over here and click all of my resources. And then it will pull up all of my resources, which is my shopping list, my prep instructions, my recipe cards, etc. Now you want to pay attention to this. It says this list contains enough ingredients to serve each recipe 2 times to 8 people. You always want to check that before you go buying your groceries, etc. Because anytime you navigate away from that menu page, that specific menu page, our default setting is 4 servings. So it will always reset to that default. So if you've set it and then wandered away and come back to it later, and not paid attention, you might see that that has been reset to 4. And then if you order groceries based on 4, but you're really feeding 8 people, well, you'll be stuck then. So we'll always check that. I just say, don't even worry about your servings until right before you're ready to print your documents. So then again, this shopping list is for 16 servings of each recipe, which is 8 people 2 times. And then I have my prep instructions here. Now, when you're doing 5 recipes, double to yield 10 meals, we really recommend that you do your prep the night before, because this will save you time on your assembly day, so you're not spending a lot of time actually cooking and spending that time doing that. So this says 8 2/3 pounds is what you want to cook of the ground beef, and that will be for all 3 of these recipes. It even lists the recipes that will be used in. And then we have our chopping list, of course. chop all these things the night before. So then on your cooking day here, these are the cooking day instructions, things will go very smoothly. It should go very quickly because really you're just putting the things you've already chopped and cooked into your bags. And then of course the things that didn't need to be chopped or cooked that are just plain. So we do have a reason that we put them in this order as well. These are in order for most efficiency. So we know that if you follow our directions and do the slow cooker southwestern casserole, then the sheet pan healthy chicken fajitas, et cetera, that your cooking day, your assembly day, which we call your cooking day, will be very fast. It will go as quickly as possible. And then you have your recipe cards here. Now, the reason we also have recipe cards is if you'll notice on this last one, it says mix together ground beef, onion, broth, potatoes, and you might think, well, I don't know because I remember that I had to cook over 8 pounds of ground beef, so I don't know how much to mix. Well, that's great. You can come down here to the cheeseburger soup recipe card, and it will tell you exactly how much you need. You need 4 cups of cooked ground beef for this recipe. And again, that will be serving 8 people 2 times for that. So it has all of that. Your thaw sheet, which we encourage you to hang on your refrigerator or freezer again, so that you know what you have in stock there. And then of course our labels. Our labels have all of your directions. For example, this one says thaw, pour contents of gallon freezer bag into crock pot, cook on low 6 to 8 hours. So you don't have to look that back up. And then also serving day ingredients. If there are separate serving day ingredients that are listed for your specific recipe, then they will be listed on your label so that you know what you have. So you don't have to say where it says up here, sprinkle with cilantro. You might think, well, I don't know how much cilantro I'm supposed to have. Well, right down here, it says 1/2 cup of fresh cilantro. So you'll know. So that's without making any changes. Now, if I want to go back, let me just move this here. Now, let's just say that for some reason, I couldn't use one of the recipes that was in this menu. I had to make a change. Maybe it's because of a food allergy or a strong preference. To make any changes to this, I would have to add it to my menu. So I'm going to do that now to show you how to do that. Okay, so it's redirecting me now. Here we go. Okay, now you can see this is highlighted up here, my menus, and it says Ricky's traditional dump and go mini menu. Exactly what I want. So let's say it's this healthy pan or sheet pan healthy chicken baked fajitas. Now, I would not want that because my husband is allergic to onions and garlic, actually, and they really don't like green pepper. So let's say I have to delete this one. So I just click on that little trash can there, and it takes it right off of my menu. Now, if I want to add a recipe back because I want a total of 5, what I would just do is click that add recipe. Oops, there we go. Well, it should take you to the recipe section, but it's not doing that. It could be my computer, but I'll just go to the recipe section because that, in case you were to have this issue, oh, there it goes. My computer was just running slow. So now I'm at the recipe section. You can see we have over 9,000 recipes. So I definitely want to narrow that down. Now I'm doing a traditional menu. So I'm going to scroll down here to traditional and click that. So that will narrow it down so that it will only include recipes that are listed in the category traditional that are tagged that way. Now I only want dinners because I'm making all dinners for this one. I'm going to click that as well. And then I'm going to come down here because I only want that dump and go easy assembly. Those are the ones that I want for my cooking day, my assembly day, because I want it to go very fast. And then I'm left with 1,800. So I could even narrow it down further. For example, if I only wanted ones with chicken, for example, I would just type chicken in my browser, or I'm sorry, in my search bar there. And it will just give me chicken recipes that still have all of these filters, still traditional, still dinners, and still easy assembly dump and go meals. Okay, so let's say I really want this pecan crusted chicken. That actually does look really good. So now I'm on pecan crusted chicken and I think, okay, yes, I definitely want this one. Well, then what I'll do is I'll just come up here. Here's the menu that I was working on before. So I will just click add this recipe to that. And I can go actually right back to that recipe, or right back to that menu. It's redirecting me, a little slow, but it's getting there. All right, and here I am. And you can see, again, I have 5 recipes again, 5 dinners, and it has added that one in, the pecan crusted chicken dump and go, to the rest of my recipes. So now when I go, I'm gonna again notice that it has changed the servings back to 4, like I said, our default. I'm gonna change it back to 8, and I'm gonna click download for my resources. And now when it pulls up all of my things, it will have incorporated, you can see pecans is now listed there. It will have made all of those switches for me. So any changes that I make to my recipes, when you hit your resources, all of those changes are automatically made for you. So you don't have to do any of the thinking. We do all of the thinking for you. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. If you have any other questions after this, you can always contact us at Customer Engagement. So reach out to us at info@onceamonthmeals.com, and that will reach our customer engagement. And we're also live for questions. There's a little orange chat icon on the bottom right of your screen, and we are live from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday through Friday. We're on there live to answer your questions. And if you have a question and it's not during that time, feel free to go ahead and leave it, because as soon as somebody comes back on, we will get back with you. And if you need more detailed one-on-one time with somebody to help go through this, you're really just struggling with creating these menus, getting a handle, and maybe understanding the site, I'm happy to do a one-on-one meeting with you. My whole job is to make sure that you're successful as a member of Once a Month Meals. So you can contact me directly at ricky@onceamonthmeals.com. That's RICKI@onceamonthmeals.com, and just say, Ricky, I'd like a one-on-one meeting with you, and then I will send you a little invite where you can choose the time that works for you, that can work for both of us, and then we can do a video chat like this one-on-one, and I can just spend that time helping you to create your own menu and to have success with Once a Month Meals. Thanks so much for joining us today, and I hope you have a great day.